clicked on this goddamn video because you want to make some gains. I'm going to tell you how. Yo, what's going on, guys? Rory Willicombe here. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. So, as you guys already tell from the title and obviously from that intro, that you clicked on this YouTube video because you want to make some gains because it quite hasn't worked out for you during your bulk. That might be because you might be naturally skinny, or those who've been to the gym for a long time and just haven't been putting on the size that you kind of wanted. Well, I'm going to be covering some of my tips from my experiences from my bodybuilding progression from the last 10 months, which I looked like this at the start of my progression, and now I look like this right now currently. With that being said, guys, this may not work for every single individual. I'm only covering information from my experiences that actually helped me to get where I am today, and hopefully it might help some of you guys watching right now. If it did, be sure to drop the like button, subscribe to the channel because we are currently chasing 1,000 subscribers, and we've got about 50% of you who are watching who are not subscribed. So hit the subscribe button, turn that post notification bell so you stay up to date with all new videos from me and follow my bodybuilding journey. And without further ado, guys, let's get straight on with the YouTube video. Let's keep it nice and short and sweet. Okay, guys, so the first tip I'm going to give you guys is calories. Wow, I knew you were going to say calories. Well, you goddamn right I said calories because it's so goddamn true, alright? So you need to keep eating, okay, guys? You might think that you're eating enough, but realistically you're not. You might see some bodybuilders, you know, eating, you know, rice, chicken, and broccoli, but they're eating that meal or similar meals, okay, like 6 to 8 times a day. And, you know, that's a lot of food you gotta be eating every single day throughout the whole day, and it can be rather expensive, and not everyone can afford that type of lifestyle. What I recommend you guys having is like calorie dense food, okay? Something that is, you know, fairly moderate in size or quite large, but it's going to be really high in calories, and you're going to meet your calorie target way easier. Alongside that, you can have like liquid calories. Chuck, you know, in your protein shakes, okay? Whack your full fat milk instead of, you know, semi-skim or water. Have some yogurt within there. Have, you know, some fruit within there. Chuck in some ice cream in there, you know, making it a bit more fatty and get the calories up. Honestly, it will do you the world of good. Also, alongside that with calories and stuff, okay? In order to gain weight realistically, man, and the most optimal way to put on size, you got to be in a goddamn calorie surplus, all right? That's going to optimize muscle gains, okay? You can still put on muscle gains by being in a maintenance or a slight calorie deficit, but we're talking about how to optimize muscle gains because you guys watching are struggling to put on a size. So calorie surplus, that is going to be like 500 calories above your maintenance calorie. So you don't know what your maintenance are, then obviously just go online and search on like how to work out your maintenance. Go from there. It'll be a rough estimate of what your maintenance could be. It's not going to be 100% correct, so you need to play around with it, test out what your maintenance is, and check what your weight is over like a week or two, and then go from there, and then add on 500 calories. This is roughly a clean approach, okay? Because you're only going 500 calories above your maintenance. This could literally be an extra meal in your diet, or this could be like a meal plus like a little snack to meet that calories. You can go down the evil, dirty bulk route and just go absolutely crazy on your calories. Let's say another additional 500 calories, so you're going to be 1,000 calories above your maintenance. I mean, you could probably go more if you wanted to for more of a dirty bulk, and obviously alongside a dirty bulk, just get that more calories in, less, you know, less eating. You might go across like a bit more of like a greasy takeout kind of food like McDonald's, or, you know, take on like the thick shakes and stuff. But honestly, like, those type of meals do actually help, especially for those who are naturally skinny, have a little appetite. You know, I haven't got a massive appetite myself, and yeah, you know, sometimes I have to go down that route sometimes when I'm not feeling that hungry. I've got to have some sort of calorie dense liquid calories or something like that just to, you know, consume so I can meet my 4,000 calories a day. And alongside that, guys, you might not actually be tracking your calories, okay? You might be thinking that you're eating enough, but realistically you are not. So track your calories. You might be eating 3,000 calories, but realistically you might just be meeting your borderline maintenance, or if not a slight deficit, and you're literally constantly like bouncing off from a deficit to a maintenance, and you're not really progressing in terms of gaining weight. Make sure you track your calories. Use an app called MyFitnessPal, and that will do you absolute wonders. Once you get some sort of consistency of, like, you know, what foods kind of work for you, and you know what you like to eat and stuff on a day-to-day basis, then, you know, the calorie tracking can slightly, you know, slow down a little bit. Realistically, in a bulk, you don't have to calorie count 24/7, and alongside with macros, you're going to be eating enough calories to meet your protein goal, which is going to be like, what's it, 1 pound of body weight equals 1 gram of protein. So you don't really need to be like, you know, OTT about, oh, I need to meet my protein count, because you're going to be a little bit more OTT when it comes to, you know, macro counting when you want to lose fat, because you want to keep that protein up, because when you're losing fat, you don't want to go into your protein stores and that's going to start losing your muscle. But that's a whole different story. We're on about bulking, okay? So we're not trying to lose fat, we're trying to bulk. So don't worry about too much about your macros, because eating enough food, meeting your calories, let's say 4,000 calories like me, I am well and truly meeting my, you know, 200 grams of protein a day. So we're just going to quickly just cover some of the topics I just said. So track your calories, calorie surplus. You can gain weight in a maintenance or slight deficit, but stay in a surplus because you want to optimize muscle growth. That's why you're watching this, because you can't put on the size. And also, guys, eat calorie dense foods or liquid calories to easily get the calories within you. Also, something I didn't mention, liquid calories, all right, high in calories, easy to digest, and allows you to eat more throughout the day compared to like eating like, you know, chicken, broccoli and rice, which is quite high in fiber and stuff, and it's really filling, and it's, you know, you got to pretty much force feed yourself. And that's pretty much it when it comes to eating, okay? Eating is very crucial, okay? In terms of put on size, it's pretty much 20% working out, 80% your food, because a lot of time bringing your food and stuff, that is going to be your recovery, okay? Going into like another tip or another topic in terms of making gains, because I thrown in like a few tips within that one topic of eating / calories. Okay, so the next topic we're going to be covering is alongside the exercise side of things, and that's going to be compound lifts, all right? I see so many people who are new to the gym or been gymming for a while, they don't do enough compound lifts within exercises, okay? Compound lifts requires multiple muscle groups within an exercise compared to isolation exercises, which consists of like 1 or 2 muscle groups during an exercise during the concentric, eccentric movements. So what are compound lifts? Compound lifts are like bench press, squats, deadlifts, shoulder press, and so on. Do some more research about compound lifts and apply more during your workout, okay? I'm not saying, you know, during your workout you need to do all 4 of those or all how many compound lifts there are in your exercise every single session. You don't have to. You can vary it up. So let's say bench press, okay? You got flat bench, you got decline, you got incline, you got like a hammer press, like a seated hammer press. You need to apply enough of those compound exercises within your workout in order to maximize muscle gains, okay? And then once you've done kind of your compound list, then start focusing on isolation workouts during the ending of your workouts, because when you're working your compounds, you are working your smaller muscle groups, which is like your biceps, triceps, and so on, and you are gonna make gains there. So if you're worried about like not getting bigger arms from doing compound lifts, then you're just a joke, mate, okay? Because you're gonna get big arms, all right? Because I hardly do arms, and yeah, you know, I still got decent biceps. When you're doing compound lifts, like I said, you're recruiting way more different types of muscle fibers during the workout, and you're not going to have any like body muscle imbalance. You know, everything's going to be in proportion, everything's going to look good on you. You know, you're not going to have like a small, let's say a small chest and like massive arms, you know, because that look bloody weird, you know, because you don't really do chest workouts and you just stay at the gym just doing bloody bicep curls all day long, because curls for the girls. But realistically, you know, you're not going to get the girls if you just got one big ass bicep and the rest is just like scrawny as hell. So do compound lifts, it will do absolute wonders for you. One crucial aspect that you need to do in order to get the gains, and that is progressive overload. What is progressive overload? Increasing the load of your workout throughout the sessions. Okay, you don't have to do this every single session, you know, week in, week out, but it's good to try and add it in as much as you can during a monthly period. So what is progressive overload? That is like maybe an increase in weight. So for example, bench press, you're benching 60 kg, right? For let's say 6 repetitions. Fantastic, you can do 6 reps of 60 kg. Let's try and increase the weight slightly, okay? So whack on maybe 2.5 kg either side, okay? And then you got 65 kg. Try and rep to 6 reps if you can. If you can hit 4 reps, that's fantastic. You hit 4 reps and you've done a little bit of progressive overload because you've never done that weight before. Fantastic, you can do 65 kg on the bench press for 4 reps. Let's apply a different type of progressive overload, because you don't want to increase the weight too much, because you're not going to get the rep ranges, nor you're going to get the right amount of volume for that workout. Let's increase the rep range. Let's see if you can try and increase the amount of reps. Instead of trying to hit 4, let's aim for 6, okay? If you can do that, fantastic. And you might only be doing that for what, 2 sets? Let's try and increase that to 3 sets. That's a different type of progressive overload. So we've got 3 types of progressive overload. We've got increase in weight, we have got increase of rep ranges, and we have got last and final sets, okay? And the last and final tips slash topics I'm gonna be covering right now in this YouTube video is gonna be a few, okay? So stretching, you need to make sure you stretch enough after your workout. So post-workout, spend, 10 to 20 minutes stretching the muscles that you've just been training, because when you're training, you're gonna be shortening out the muscle, and if you're not stretching, that muscle's gonna stay tight for longer, and you're going to be more prone to injury. So after you work out, stretch as much as you can, because shorten the muscle, stretch it out, you're going to loosen the muscle, you're going to stretch it out, and you're going to get better hypertrophy, better muscular adaptations, so you're going to grow better, you're going to recover faster. So make sure you stretch. And another one that links to this with recovery, and that is sleep. And this is so important to optimize your recovery, adaptations, and this is something I don't utilize enough, and that is sleep, and it's so underrated. And I think that is about it. I add in 2 things at the end, that are really important, and something I need to incorporate in my life a lot more in terms of my bodybuilding journey, and I'm sure you guys need to incorporate those as well. So I'm going to be doing a quick overview slash conclusion on everything. Okay, so calorie surplus, okay, that's going to optimize muscle gains. You can make muscle gains through being in the maintenance or slight deficit, but obviously you want to optimize muscle gains because you're struggling to put on gains. So calorie surplus, track your calories, eat calorie dense foods or liquid calories, because that's going to be the easiest way to get more calories in you. And make sure you have a calorie goal, okay? Don't worry about too much about your macros, okay? Worry about your calories, because you are going to meet your protein count just being the calorie surplus. Going on to exercises, okay? Heavy compound lifts, bench press, squats, deadlifts, shoulder press, so on. Do your research on compound lifts. Try more compound lifts of that certain muscle group. Like I give some examples of the bench press, okay? You got flat, you got decline, you got incline, you got seated hammer press, okay? Make sure you apply a lot of those in your exercises, and then do a little bit of isolation just to top up on your smaller muscle groups if you want to grow those as well. Progressive overload, okay? Make sure you increase the weight, the rep ranges, or the sets of your exercises over a period of time. Don't constantly just be comfortable with the same weight, reps, and sets. Always mix it up a little bit, increase like your weights, increase your reps, increase your sets in order to get some more hypertrophy. Do not get too comfortable doing the same stuff every single session, week in, week out, because you're going to plateau very easily, and you're going to stay at that weight, that muscular size for a lot longer, and you're going to be making very, very, very slow marginal gains, and we want to optimize gains. So progressive overload is a big one. And also alongside that, as I was finishing up the YouTube video, get enough rest and recovery, stretch and sleep. So underrated, and it will do you the world of good. Guys, if this did help you today, guys, be sure to drop the like button. Comment down below what you guys think about this, the tips and stuff. Comment down below also what you need to improve on in terms of improving your muscular gains through my through this YouTube video. Hopefully this helped you. Subscribe if it did, and yeah, share it to anyone you know and love. Hopefully this will help someone out there. This helped me, so hopefully it should help you. If not, then yeah. GG's. I'll see you guys for another video from me. Peace out.